Hello and welcome to another episode of the Brother Banter Show. My name is Nick, and as always, I'm joined by my brother Jack,
Hey, how you doing?
fresh off the tr- sickness train. Here he
Right.
is, the man.
I am a survivor. I lived to fight another day.
Yes.
I enjoyed the show while with you and Hannah. I was watching that in the bathtub because that is the only place where I could seek refuge in my in my time. But yeah, that's like all like we normally catch up, and like that's been my life for the past like week. Is
Yeah.
like when it was like Wednesday night, I couldn't go to sleep and I started sweating super hard. And I was like, what the hell? What's going on? And then like I did not sleep at all. Like I stayed up
Mm.
all night. And then like I sat up in the morning and I was like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. Like I'm starving. Like I got to find something to eat. Like I got to try something. Like I got to get out of bed. Like I got to do something. Went downstairs, made some oatmeal,
Okay.
came back up here, tried to eat it, ate like half of it, puked. And I was like, fuck, like god damn it. Like I laid back in bed and I was like, oh god, like I feel like it feels like the flu. I feel like I just got the flu. It's like I'll be fine. And then like waited a little while longer, tried to eat some peaches, sat down for a little while, came back up.
Damn.
And And so I was just sitting in my bed, just puking into my fucking garbage can and like called mom and I was just dripping in sweat. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And then drove home and puked on the way home driving and got home. And then dad and I went to like the ER kind of because it was kind of similar to the thing that I was dealing with when I was in New York.
Right.
And then it was not as severe at all. Like when I was in New York, like it was like I was yelling into the toilet during
Yes.
was
That was horrible.
yeah, no. This was not as bad as that, but it definitely did like last longer. And I like I am not a fan of doctors very much. I'm not gonna lie to you, not a fan. They're assholes. They'll tell you like so I went to this doctor, right? And it's
Mhm.
like he like took some blood and he's like, well, you need to stop smoking marijuana. And I was like, okay, I've been yeah, okay. And he was like, I was like, well, I got this blood work done at this hospital in New York. I got blood work done at this hospital in Aurora. And he's like, well, none of that blood work matters. And I'm just like, whoa, why not?
Right.
And it's like, that's interesting. And then he was just very like combative, almost as if he did not like care that I was there or care that I was actually seeking help or anything like that. So that kind of made me feel worse. And he gave me some pills for like my nausea, and he just like sent me on my way basically. And I went home and I took these pills, and I was still nauseous, could not eat, could not drink water, nothing. And then I went back to the emergency or the ER again with dad, and they told me that I was not supposed to drink or eat anything with those pills that he had given me, which was not written in the instructions on the medicine. It was
Mm.
not told to me by the doctor. So I was like, all right, you're fucking kidding me, right? Like, you just give me this shit. Like, he's like, while I was in there, he was like, just put it under your tongue, it'll dissolve. I was like, okay, like, that's fine.
Mhm.
But when I got home, like I was like, my mouth is so dry. Like I was so dry and dehydrated that like it was like not dissolving. So like
Jesus.
drink like water or Gatorade with it just to try to get it to dissolve. And apparently I wasn't supposed to do that. It didn't help me at all. And then I went back to the ER again, and they told me that it could be like an appendix issue or something like that. And I was asking if it had to do with like stress, and they said it could be that, and they said it could be cyclic vomiting syndrome, which I got told I had when I was
Mhm.
in New York.
Mhm.
And I did a bunch of research about cyclic vomiting syndrome, and that shit sucks. It's just like basically like you feel sick, like nauseous all the time, and you just vomit until there's nothing left, and there's
Mhm.
like not really anything you can really do for it. And so I found refuge in a video that was just like a girl talking about how she was just like laying in a bath and how baths like really helped her, and like taking Epsom salt baths like really helped. And so that's all I did for like a week. Was just take baths, Epsom salt baths, and just drink a lot of water.
Mm-hmm.
And last night I was able to make hamburger helper, and I just finished off the rest of it today. And
Nice.
I've just been wanting to get some avocados and some peppers because I've been fiending for a big bowl of avocado
Ooh, that's some
guacamole.
nice, yeah, some nice guacamole.
Yeah, that'll be good for my belly too because it's a bunch of vegetables and green stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to be better on my stomach and not just drink Tabasco and chicken. But yeah, while I was there, they did a CT scan. Have you ever had a CT scan?
Yeah, I have.
I had never had one before, and I was it was kind of weird because like they like it's just like a donut, and they just like kind of feed you through it.
Yeah.
And did they give you like the medicine, like the stuff that like warms up your body?
No. Maybe I had an MRI. Is there a difference?
Yes, there is a difference.
I think I might have had an MRI.
Because I yeah, you might have, but I don't know. This so it was like they like literally fed my body through like a tube kind of thing. It's like a donut, and you just go like your body goes
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
And so like I was hooked up to an IV, and they like put some stuff in it, and she's like, it's gonna make you feel really warm. And it's gonna feel like you peed yourself, but you didn't pee yourself.
Uh,
And I was like, what? And so I was like, yeah, all right, sure, lady. Like, and, like you can feel like the saline going in because like you can like taste it kind of.
mm.
And yeah, it's weird. Don't go to the hospital. It sucks. So yeah, so she's like, all right, we're putting in like the fuck, what was the word that she used? I don't know. She put this fluid into me, and
Mm-hmm.
it's supposed to like make my insides light up when I like go in through this machine.
Right.
And as soon as she put it in me, it felt like I drank like a pot of coffee, like a scalding hot pot of coffee. And
Jeez.
so like you just like feel it like rush down you, and like it felt like you could just feel it go all through you, and you just go down into your stomach and just like down your intestines, and you're just like, oh, I did just piss myself, didn't I? And it's just like you look down, and you're just like, no, no, I'm fine. But that was a very very peculiar uh experience. I've never experienced anything like that before.
That's so strange. So did they ever, after all this testing, giving blood work, going back and forth to the doctor, was there any conclusion?
No. They said that I could be dealing with there's like hyper or cannabinoid something or another. It's like CHS or something, and it's basically like I smoke weed and my body can't handle it, I guess.
Hmm.
I don't get it. I don't know, but I'm gonna take a break from it and just
Just
to rule
see
it
what
out.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah, just to rule it out. And because I personally don't think that that is the reasoning for it. I think that this was mostly due to like stress and anxiety because I hold a lot of my stress in my body, and it's like really hard for me to relax. Like I always find myself like clenching my shoulders up and stuff, and like I have to like physically like relax.
Yeah.
And I hold a lot of my stress like in my stomach. Like I clench my stomach a lot. And the result from the CT scan was that my intestines were literally full of shit. My whole body, my whole body was just full of shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So they gave me some. You drank Mio straight, right?
Mio? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Full
the
energy. Yeah.
right, the electrolyte thing that you spray in water.
Yeah. 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 So the doctor's like, I'm gonna give you this drink, and it's gonna make you poop. I'm just like, okay, so it's a laxative. She's like, no, no, it's not a laxative. It's just gonna bring a lot of moisture to your bowels and try to like get everything moving.
Oh god.
And I drank the rest of it this morning. It's just like it tasted just like Mio. Like I was just drinking like
Really?
straight meat. Yeah, it's
Huh.
weird. Yeah, but it did the job. I'll tell you that much.
What was that like?
But you sit down and it's just like you feel like a weird pressure in your belly, and as soon as you sit down, it's just like a waterfall. Slight, give it a slight squeeze, and it's just.
Oh boy.
Yeah, yeah, yep,
That's
yep, yep.
that's nice.
hmm
So
And so,
are you feeling any better then after that?
oh yeah, like today I'm feeling. Today is like the first day that I've really felt like normal. Like I felt like good, and
Well,
like
that's
I was
good.
able to eat, and like I'm trying to get myself on like an actual schedule. So like in the morning, like I'll drink like a fruit smoothie, and like try to eat something like uh I don't know, like shit, I don't know, cereal or
Hmm.
anything really, guacamole. I kind of want to eat guac all the time now,
Yeah.
just because it's so goddamn good. But I'm just gonna try to get myself back on a schedule. So like a sleeping schedule, like an eating schedule. Like my body needs it
Yeah.
tremendously.
Yeah, definitely. I think what if you tried so you have a fruit smoothie or whatever, but you need some like good protein and nutrients. So what about if you got some like really good eggs, like high
Yeah, I
quality
was thinking about
eggs?
like an omelet, or like if I could make like fried rice or something, or like so like rice, like eggs, like
Mhm.
just like some vegetable or something,
Mhm.
just like some soy sauce. That's what I was thinking about. I don't know though, like because I don't know what to eat really.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, egg like really like good eggs, like pasture raised eggs.
I just found a place just like north on Annie Glidden from me that sells like farm raised eggs.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely get those. They're going to be maybe like $4 a
Or
dozen or whatever, but it's worth it. The nutrient density in those eggs compared to the ones that you would buy in the store is going to be astronomically different. Um,
really, I did not
yeah.
know that.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. It's wild. I don't have like the numbers with me
mm, yeah,
offhand, but I know that the quality of because they're like think about it. They're running around eating bugs and shit. Um, and out in the sun, eating grass and
yeah,
all that kind of thing, compared to chickens that are like eating grain strictly in a enclosed place where they literally can't even move. You know, and
yeah.
they're just breathing in their own poop, and they've got their beaks cut off because so they don't peck each other to death because they're all stressed out. So think about it; it's a much healthier animal that the egg's coming from. So
Yeah, yeah,
right,
yeah. It's true. I never really thought about it like that, but
right,
I was thinking about like trying to make like omelets and stuff. Like I could, I think that'd be good. I just don't like. I want to make eggs, but I want it to taste good.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The we buy these eggs from the market in town, and they're pasture raised eggs from this Amish. No, they're either Amish or Mennonites. I don't know the difference that much. They're
I didn't
they're
know.
very
I don't know what
similar.
Mennonites are.
They're very similar. But anyway, we buy the eggs from them, and like they're so different. The shells of the eggs are like so much thicker and like harder, and the yolks are like this really dark yellow. Um, and they're the just the texture of the eggs is so much different. Like it's like it's a totally different thing. It's unbelievable.
I'll have to keep it.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure you go there, get some eggs, and try those. Eat like two a day, um, and just see what happens. You know,
Yeah,
because that alone might help you dramatically.
yeah. Oh, and like it's like always like in the morning, like I would feel like super nauseous and like
Mm,
almost on the verge of like vomiting.
yeah.
So I feel like that would help because I just didn't feel like I would always would feel like I would need to eat, but then like I couldn't, and like or I didn't know like what to eat, and then I would just like wouldn't.
Okay. Um. So then, what's like your next step then to kind of diagnosing and like getting better?
Going. So I made an appointment with a therapist because stress could have been a major issue in that. And I went to therapy meeting and I really enjoyed that. And I felt like that was very helpful being able to talk about my like life
Mm-hmm.
to somebody. And also just being home, like being sick, like I was able to open up a lot to like mom and dad
Mm-hmm.
and tell them a lot of stuff that they didn't really know about me before or that they thought they knew but really didn't. And so that really helped me a lot. Just being able like I knew that you guys were always there, like I could trust you and stuff, but like
Yeah.
actually going through and like taking that trust and using it, that was really hard for me. But going to therapy, it really helped. Being able to talk to mom and dad and you
Mm-hmm.
helps out a lot. But now I have to go to a gastroenterologist this Thursday, and might have to get a colonoscopy.
Nice.
So so that's really because they'll tell me if I've got like celiac disease or like if I'm gluten intolerant or like something like
Oh.
that. But that's like these see like this is the second episode of cyclic vomiting syndrome that I've had. So
Yeah.
that's what they're trying to figure out, and that's why need to like I've now stopped smoking. You're using marijuana just to rule that out. And now we're gonna have to go and talk to them to see if there's something else that I need to try to be able to not have this happen again.
Yeah. Um, one of the things that you mentioned to me that you talked about was like expectations that you were living up living up to. What do you care to expand on that a little bit?
It's just like because I always felt that I needed to excel in certain things that I personally did not care for. So like for a long time didn't really care for like baseball, but I understood how much it meant to like mom and dad and how like good I was at it. So
Mm-hmm.
like yeah, it was fun because I was good and shit, but I didn't enjoy it.
Right.
I personally didn't enjoy it. And then like, well, you're good at something, so like why don't you just roll with it? And I quit playing baseball, you know that.
Right.
And then just like hearing that I'm just like a waste of talent after that. That shit kind of sucks. Like living with that expectation kind of sucked. But living up to expectations like in school even like I've never really been a fan of school. Hated it for a long time. But I always felt as if I needed to like get straight A's
Mm-hmm.
because that's what I thought I needed to do, but I couldn't because I don't know. We talked a lot about that too because like I'm just so creative. Like I can't really sit and focus on one thing at a time,
Mm-hmm.
especially if I'm not like interested in it.
Yeah.
So like school was like really hard because I wasn't super interested in it. So I would literally like space out and just like that's why I have so many drawings and stuff. And, like write like why I write so much. It's like I did most of that shit in class just because I was so bored that I would much rather explore my own brain than sit and listen to some shit I don't really care about.
I totally get that. Like I said, and when we were texting, that I think that you are when you do things that you are more inclined to do are more hands on, more rather than sitting in a class learning from a teacher or texting or not texting textbooks,
Yeah, yeah,
like reading textbooks and stuff like that. That's what I think, and I think I'm that way too. I only learn things really well when I write them down. It's very hard for me to retain spoken words.
yeah.
Um, and doing things, I learn things really well when I physically do them, and when I write down things. So
Hmm.
if I just write it down, that's it. I remember it, and so that's why I was able to be good at school and be really coachable in sports because I loved being part of a team. I didn't necessarily love the actual sport. I like to practice. I like to go through the process of being like getting better at something, but I don't think I loved baseball or football because I have no desire to like be out there because there's all these people that are like my age, 25, 26, like, man, they're still hung up on the glory days. Like, oh, back in high school, remember this game, remember this play. I'm like, dude, I don't fucking know. Like, I don't remember any of that because like it didn't really matter to me. But I remember the relationships that I had with people,
Yeah,
that kind of thing. I remember laughing and having fun and talking to my friends that I was on the team with. So that's so I understand that. And also, so one thing that I wanted to ask you is how much do you think that me continuing to play baseball and getting good grades affected you?
you continuing baseball didn't. You and baseball never really mess with me.
Yeah.
You being good in school, that was hard for me because I wanted to be good in school because you were good in school.
Right.
But you were much more willing to put in a lot more work than I did, and I did not really care as much for it.
Yeah.
But I also didn't understand at the time that like it's kind of worth putting the work in because like now I like because before like I was thinking about like not continuing school after getting my associate's degree,
Yeah.
and I'm now really glad that I've stayed with school and like I'm doing the stuff that I'm doing now. But no, it was hard quitting baseball just because I was put under the impression by some people, like not like mom and dad specifically, but just people along the way that were just would it wouldn't even be like straight up like you waste like you're just a waste of like talent. Like you it's just like oh like you could have done so much.
Yeah.
And it's just like that hurts all the same. It's like I fucking know, but it's like I'm sorry I didn't love this shit that I was born doing. Like I wanted to do something different, so I did track, and that was really fun for me because it was something that I chose,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like I was with a bunch of my friends, so I enjoyed that a lot more than I thought that I ever would have enjoyed playing baseball and seeing fucking Lucan. God damn.
that, and that, yeah, I agree. When we would go in to your track meets and stuff and see you hanging out, like you looked like you were having fun.
Yeah,
Um,
because it was like it was me, Roy, Sam
right,
Weiss, like just shooting the fucking
right,
shit, like because like the thing is, so like we knew like we weren't that great. Roy and I like we knew we weren't that great, but Sam was like fucking going to state like
right,
freshman year. Like kid's a fucking dog. Like he still throws. I don't know what his numbers are anymore,
right.
but he's
He goes
a
to like Illinois State, right?
yeah,
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 on their track team. That's or their field team. Cause
yes,
he, yeah,
technically,
because he
yeah.
does shot put and discus, right?
I think he does discus and hammer now.
Mm.
I don't
Okay.
know, but he's a freak athlete.
Right, right, right.
So like Roy and I would go there, and like the I did track 3 out of 4 years of high school. I don't think I did it my sophomore year, but I think I did junior and senior. So senior year, it was like literally we went to practice to fuck around. Like we did not care at all. So like it was literally we called ourselves just Sam and crew. Like it's not Yorkville fucking track. It's Sam and crew because Sam's here to win and we're just here for the
Right.
shits. That was so much fun. Like I'm very glad that I did stop playing baseball and I did start doing that because it was a great time. I enjoyed it a lot. But you continuing baseball, I loved playing. I loved watching you play. I've watched you play since I was a wee lassie.
Yeah, since yeah,
It, I've watched you play sports, motherfucker. I started watching you play video games. Like I've seen it all.
yep.
Watched. I'm a good watcher.
Good watcher. Well, I'm very
That's
entertaining to watch, obviously.
That's why we have 10 subscribers now.
Yes, that's right. That's right. I strong armed 6 of my friends to subscribe to us. You need to get on that too.
Yeah, shit, I do.
Um,
I bet I try to put it on my Snap story sometimes, but
no, that's all right.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, we growing up around it, it's hard to not be involved. You know, like
Oh yeah.
or to not do it yourself. Like you see me playing baseball, then it's assumed that you're going to do the same thing.
hmm But I feel like the thing mostly that kind of like messes with my head a little bit is the fact that our family does not really show emotion.
No,
And I am a very emotional person,
right,
like very emotional. And I cry a lot, and it's not because I'm depressed, but it's like I get really happy.
right,
Sometimes I get excited,
right.
and it's happens. I'm trying not to cry right now.
That's okay. You don't have to. Don't have to do that. We can't show emotions.
See, that's the thing. Like, it's okay to show
I
emotion,
know.
and I don't really give a fuck no more.
Right.
It's like before, it was like I always felt like I was trying to hide it because nobody else really did. No, it was like as if nobody else like felt anything, so like I shouldn't feel anything, I
Hmm.
guess. So I don't really care anymore. Just gonna let it fly.
Yeah, and that's
Mom cries every
that's
time
fine.
we leave,
Yeah,
so
she does. Yeah, our mom, every time she comes to New York or we come to Illinois, and then we gotta leave, the waterworks, the waterworks start.
sometimes it's a hello and a goodbye cry.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes it's a double whammy. I cannot imagine what it's gonna be like when she sees this little babe.
Oh my god, I'm just so I cannot express how excited I am. Really can't. Psych. He's got a lot of shit to show this kid.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Got a whole lifetime to look forward to it.
Oh yeah, it's like it's awesome. We can now like feel so good. Life is so good.
Yeah, it is. Life's going real good right now.